If you're in your 30s and feel like you're behind on building wealth, you're not. But if you keep doing what most people do, there's a very real chance that you'll stay stuck exactly where you're at right now. Because building wealth isn't just about investing. There are two things that matter way more, and most people completely ignore them. I'm 36 now, so I'm right in this decade with you, but for a long time I had this completely wrong because I thought building wealth was just about picking the right investments. So in this video I'm going to show you how to actually build wealth, how to save, grow your income, and invest it the right way so you can have the option to retire early or just not have to worry about money all the time. Alright, so here's something I didn't fully understand until a few years ago. The biggest mistake people make in their 30s isn't starting too late. It's convincing themselves that they're too late and not starting at all. Because once you hit your 30s, something weird happens. You're making more money than you ever have, but it never feels like you actually have money. Your bank account looks the same every month, your investments aren't anywhere near where you thought they'd be, and you start asking yourself, how am I making this much money and still not getting ahead? So instead of fixing it, most people just wait. They tell themselves, I'll start when I have more money, or I'll start when things start to settle down. But that later never comes, and every single year you wait is just another year your money isn't growing. I did the exact same thing in my own business. For 4 years, I stayed stuck at the same income level. Not because I wasn't working hard, I was working 60 to 80 hours every single week, even working on weekends, but it was because I convinced myself that I had already hit my ceiling and there was nowhere for me to go from there. I convinced myself that scaling my business would take too much time, it would take too much effort, there would be too much liability involved, and that where I was at right now was just as good as it was ever going to get. And that belief was completely wrong. The moment I stopped thinking like that and made a few key changes, my income doubled within a year. Building wealth works the exact same way. It's not about perfect timing. It's about making the right moves consistently, saving more, earning more, and actually putting that money to work. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think building wealth is just about investing, and that's only one part of it. Because before you can invest anything, you actually need money to invest. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. There are people making $100,000, $150,000, even $200,000 a year, and they still feel like they have nothing left at the end of the month. In fact, nearly 40% of Americans earning over $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. Not because they don't make enough money, but because every time their income goes up, their spending goes up with it. You get a raise and then you upgrade your lifestyle. Nicer place, higher mortgage or rent, new car, eating out more, doing things you couldn't do before, and then 6 months later, that extra money is already gone. That's called lifestyle creep, and most people don't even realize it's even happening. And if you don't control it, it will keep you stuck, no matter how much money you make. I've gone through this myself. As my income increased, it was really easy to let my spending increase with it without even realizing it. Most people pay their bills, spend what they want, and then they try to invest whatever's left. But there's never anything left. So instead, do this. Figure out what your fixed monthly costs actually are, decide how much you want to invest on top of that, and then automate it. For example, every Monday I automatically invest into the S&P 500 in my brokerage account, and I make sure to max out my Roth IRA every year. So the money is getting invested before you ever have the chance to spend it. I recommend you set up an automatic transfer the day you get paid into a Roth IRA, a brokerage account, or even a high yield savings account. I also recommend starting with around 7 to 10% of your income. So if you get paid every 2 weeks, that would be 7 to 10% of your paycheck. If that feels too high initially, then start lower. The amount matters a lot less than the habit. Because once it's automatic, it stops being something that you have to think about, and it actually starts happening every single month. But even if you get this part right, there's something else that matters way more, and that's growing your income. Because there's a limit on how much you can save, but there's no real ceiling on how much you can earn. And your income is what fuels everything. Your ability to save, your ability to invest, and your ability to actually build wealth. Now here's where this really clicked for me, and I finally started to realize things. For around 4 years, my business was stuck between $200,000 and $250,000 a year, which is really good money, but I couldn't break past it. I was working hard, I was consistent, but nothing was really changing. And the reason was so simple. I was making content on YouTube that got views, that's what I was chasing. But I wasn't attracting people who were ready to buy. So I completely changed my approach. Instead of chasing views, I started creating content for people who were looking for solutions and ready to pay for them. Specifically small to mid-sized business owners who had real problems to solve. And that one shift changed everything for me. My income doubled within a year, and it didn't come from working more hours, it came from working on the right things. My income stopped being tied to the hours I was working. I started building systems like my YouTube videos, that could keep working for me even when I wasn't. So instead of trading my time for money every single day, I could actually focus on growing the business, while the videos I had already made continued to bring in affiliate income, brand deals, and new revenue. That's when everything really started to scale. And what this showed me is that if you want to build wealth faster, you don't just need to work more, you need to build leverage. You need to position yourself in a way where your business or your work keeps producing value even when you're not actively working. That's how you break out of the time for money trap and start accelerating your income. The goal is to get to a point where your income isn't directly tied to every hour you work, and that extra income gives you way more to invest than you could ever save by cutting expenses alone. That's how you really accelerate building wealth. Now, once you've got this part working, the next step is knowing where to actually put that money so it grows. And the first place I recommend for most people is a Roth IRA. It's one of the best accounts you can start with. You invest money you've already earned, it grows tax-free, and when you take it out in retirement, you don't owe anything on it. And setting one up is a lot easier than most people think. You can open a Roth IRA with a brokerage like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab, and the whole process usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, once your account is open on whatever brokerage you decide to go with, the most important thing to understand is this: a Roth IRA is just an account. It's like a container, and inside that container is where your actual investments go. So once you put money into your Roth IRA account, you still need to invest it. Otherwise, it just sits there and doesn't grow. And if you don't know what to actually invest in, just keep it simple. Start with index funds or ETFs, not individual stocks. An index fund or ETF is basically a big basket of stocks. So instead of trying to pick winning companies, you're going to be investing in a lot of them at once. The easiest place to start is the S&P 500. That's 500 of the largest companies in the US, companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, and more. When you invest in an S&P 500 fund, you're buying a small piece of all of them. If you're using Vanguard, you can invest in VOO, that's the ETF version. Or you could invest in the index fund version, VFIAX. If you're using Fidelity, look for VXAIX. And honestly, you don't need to overcomplicate this. Just start with one S&P 500 fund or even a total stock market fund, and you'll be completely fine. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, because I've thought this myself. I don't want to wait until I'm 65, towards the end of my life, to finally have money. And you don't have to, because this isn't just about retirement. It's about giving yourself options earlier in life as well. The more you invest, the more your income grows, the faster this all starts to snowball. That's why what we just talked about is so powerful. Saving consistently while also significantly increasing your income over time. And your 30s is the best decade to finally start doing this. Take things seriously, increase your income. Don't just focus on trying to save every penny you can. Focus on, how you can actually make more money, because the more you make, the more you can invest. And that, sounds very simple, but most people never really get that, because there is a limit on how much you can save, but there's no real ceiling on how much money you can earn. You can spend all of your time trying to cut expenses, or you can focus on increasing your income, and that's really where things start to change. And I know that sounds obvious, but once I focused on making more money, trying to figure out ways to make more money more easily, not having everything tied to every single hour I worked, that's where everything changed in my 30s. I had more to save, more to invest, and just way more flexibility overall. My wife and I will be having our first son in September of this year, so having just more time freedom and flexibility, it matters a lot to me, and I'm so glad that, I've built everything I've built in my 30s, my business, my, affiliate income, everything, where I'm able to generate money and not be tied to my computer. It's going to make a huge difference when he's here and I can spend more time with both of them, helping raise him and just being there and just, being able to financially support them as well, because she's a stay-at-home mom. So, your 30s are the best time to take things seriously, because you're probably going to want to have a family if you don't have one yet, or maybe you just want more money for yourself to be able to travel, be able to experience more things. And whatever your goals are, right now is the best time for you to start building wealth and take things seriously. My goal has always been to get to a point where, I work because it's something I actually want to do. It's not something I'm forced to do. It's something I have the option to do. I have enough money, investments, and just flexibility to where I don't have to work. It's not something, I'm doing to get by and, living paycheck to paycheck. It's something where, if I wanted to take a month off work, I would do it. If you're in your 30s, you haven't started yet, you haven't taken things seriously, I just want you to know that you're not too late. You're so young in the big scheme of things. In 10 years, your life can drastically change. and just be something you never imagined it to be. But you have to get started. You have to be consistent. You have to take responsibility and realize that no one's coming to save you. It's up to you to make things happen right now. And you have to set massive goals for yourself. My goal is to be making over $1 million a year, and I'm going to get there. I'll be there either probably this year or next year. Whatever your goal is, wherever you're at right now, your next goal needs to be huge. It needs to be something that you would have never imagined you could actually hit, because even if you don't hit that number, you're going to hit something that's close to it, or maybe, half close to it. And that's still going to be something that is going to drastically change your life. So in January of 2027, I'll be 37. My wife and I will have our first son. And, my goal for that next year is to just take things to another level I never imagined. So if I'm making $1 million a year, my goal is going to be to keep increasing it, 1.5 million, 2 million, just being able to provide for my family and just set them up, to where if, God decided it was my time to go, my family would be set up. They wouldn't have to worry about anything, and they would be taken care of. So please, take your 30s seriously. It's the best time to build wealth, I promise you. And, by the time you're in your mid-40s, you want to be at a place where you have the option to retire or just, semi-retire. Work a certain amount of hours you want to work a week, and the rest of the time, be with your family, do things you want to do. And, not just grind yourself to, just burn out all the way up until you're 65. I know I rambled a little bit here at the end of the video, but, I hope it inspired some of you. Some of you that are in your 30s and you're not where you want to be. I hope that gave you the motivation to, just get started and actually get there. But you do need to still set yourself up for retirement. And again, the best way you can do that is to open a Roth IRA and start investing into it. So I actually have a video right here on the screen that you can click on and watch it. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about a Roth IRA and help you get it set up. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor and hit like and subscribe before you go, because it's free. It helps my channel, and it also tells YouTube that you want more videos like this. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.